only thing that matters when I'm talking about Iran, they can't have a nuclear weapon. I don't think about American financial situation. I don't think about anybody. I think about one thing. We cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. That's all. That's the only thing that matters.
All right, Shalom. This is Ariel Ben Yashrallah there in the Lions Den camp. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Father and to the Son in the Paleo Hebrew tongue. Call Halayim La, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Ha, Rakha Kodash Ma'amath. A double honor to the elders and apostles, Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well. A double honor to my elder as well, Elder Slakia. A double honor to my elder apostle that as well, down here in the Lions Den camp. Aharwan Ben Yashrallah. And it's sincere the water to the Akim, the Aquatim, and the Bunyim. Okay, the brothers, the sisters, and the children who believe and, teaching the truth and with sincerity. The water and Shalom. As you saw in the clip, the pharaoh of this place, he was asked about what he thinks about the financial situations of the American people. Bro don't care at all. He don't care at all. He just don't. He don't want Iran to have a nuke. That's his whole thing. All right. So that's why what's the name? PBS got cut. So many things got cut. So many what's the name? Programs, because they all take funding. They all get funded. They all take money to do. And he's pulling that to do his own thing. He got something else going on in his mind. The Most High is putting something else in his mind. And ultimately, Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. All right, with that wicked path that he's going down. Therefore, rejoice ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. All right, for the people, the American people. And not just America, but the whole entire world right now, because they're feeling the pressure from Esau. All right, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath. Right, he has great wrath. All right, he just don't want Iran to have a nuke, and he's putting a lot of pressure on those people, and he also putting a lot of pressure on people here as well, here in America. All right, more so on. Matter of fact, I'll get into it. Having great wrath because he because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Right, he knoweth that he can see that his kingdom has to change to keep up with the flow of the world. All right, he sees that, but he's trying to stop that. So he knows that he has but a short time. All right, that's why they have the new world. I don't know if I can say it on YouTube. I'll go ahead and say NWO just in case I can't. The NWO, rolling out the implement of the, micro computer potato chip type shit. Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Verse 13, and when the dragon saw that he was cast into the earth. All right, this is Esau fallen. All right, well, not Esau. Well, come on, this is Esau and his system falling. He persecuted the earth. He persecuted the woman which brought forth the man-child. And that woman that brought forth the man-child is Mary. And he was persecuting Yahushua, the king at the time. I forget the king's name and what time period it was. But the king at the time when Yahushua was being born, he sent out men to search out Yahushua to kill him. But of course, it didn't happen. But at the same time, and then that's symbolically happening right now. All right, Trump, I said his name. The pharaoh of this place, Nero, he is going to have great wrath upon the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who make up the nation of Israel. All right, and he there already has been with the whole ICE agents on horses hitting Levites, hitting the so-called Haitians, which are biblically the Levites, the Issacharites, the so-called Mexicans, which are biblically the Issacharites, so they already clamped down upon our people, but they're going to do it even more now. Okay, they're going to do it but they're going to apply more and more pressure. So we have to, go ahead and get that. This is Ephesians chapter 6, start at verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might, right? So with that wrath that the dragon has coming down on the on Israel right now, all right, so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, all right, we have to put even more faith in the Lord. All right, so Esau's going to put more strength into doing wickedness, so we got to put more strength into doing righteousness. All right, doing everything in our power to exalt the Lord, to praise the Lord, to help others see the light of the Lord as well. All right, well, not see them, but we have to, shine, let our light so shine before men. Be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might, because we are just, of course, humans have strength. We're gods down here. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua gave us power, but not power like His power, the power that created the heavens and the earth. That power can truly and not even the power. Ultimately, the true power is the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of Him, of ourselves, and of the world that we're in. God dang, Slocky. I'm doing this outside. I don't got no allergies, but I guess I got them this year. God damn. They spraying extra chemtrail. God damn. Hold on a second. So this is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Right? We have to remember that we are in a fight. Every day we wake up, we're waking up in a fight. Not only a fight against our flesh, all right, to make sure we bridle our flesh, make sure we're not going off our base desires, controlling, keeping our mind meditating on Yahweh Shem Yahushua to keep our spirit in control as well. Not our spirit in control, but to giving Him control of our spirit, I should say, and we in control of our flesh. But we have to make sure we remember we're fighting. Every day you go out in the world, you're battling different spirits around you. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, He put a hedge of protection around you, but at the same time, people will come to contend against you. And not that not argument or debate or anything, but just small interactions in life that I'm sure all who have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we've all felt. But just making sure we remember that this is a fight of faith. We have a duty that we have to do. That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. So remembering to put on the whole armor because of the wrath that's being brought forth by the dragon. Even more wrath now to do wickedness. He's going to fire even more. He's gonna spew more fire. So we have to make sure that we have our armor on, and we can stand against the wiles of the devil. He's gonna have more tricks. All right, he's gonna be more crafty now. All right, they're gonna be more cunning. They're gonna be a lot more subtle now. All right, well, they're gonna try to be, but ultimately we have the Yahweh Shem Yahushua give us the eyes to see and ears to hear. We can see that coming. Get about them jams. Thanks to the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. This ain't nothing carnal about the faith that we have. Of course, coming into the faith, we find our might again. We find our power, which is Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and it fills us with might. But sticking on to the fact that it's a spiritual, it's a spiritual power. It's a spiritual fight that we're fighting against, man. We're not fighting against flesh and blood. Okay, that time is going to come. When the Lord lifts up a standard, making us hunters. But we have to remember, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So if you do, I don't want to say a debate. I hate saying debate because it sounds so, but a debate, a conversation. If you're having a conversation with a person, and I got this from the bishop, it was really well said. If you're having a debate with a person about something, more than likely, spiritual or scriptural, you're not talking to that individual. Or you're talking to the spirit that's on that individual that's got them in that drunken sleep state. All right, so that pagan philosophy, that whatever that little, whatever that shit is, and if it's meant for you to get it up off of them, you'll get it up off of them, and Lord willing, they come, they see the light of the Lord. And if it's not, it's not. But we have to make sure that we remember that in our daily lives going forward. It really helps. It really helps to walk. I'll say, me personally, it really helps to walk. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Right? We gotta navigate. It's easy and light to follow the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. When people hear 600, they're like, "Oh my gosh, that's so many," but really, it's not. It's chill. And it was really not a lot compared to what's the name towards Esau. Esau, I would assume, I haven't looked into it, but I can confidently say he has thousands. Okay, because there's still some laws from like back in the 1800s that are still legal to abide by in these times. If you can find the right loophole, you know how Esau is, you know. So you can use the law from fucking 200 years ago to goddamn to do some shit today if you wanted to. But against principalities, oh shit. Against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what we fighting against, man. We really got to remember that. All right, against, the rulers of darkness of this world. All right, Nero and his cabinet and his subordinates and the subordinates of the subordinates. We're breaking through their ranks as we speak. All right, these epistles. These videos that we do, it's important that we do them because it's a part of the fight of faith. All right. The the reading, the praying, it's all a part of the fighting of the faith. All right. The more prayers that get thrown up. The more prayers that get thrown up to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, asking him to destroy this place. There's this it's what's the name? Fragrance in his censer. It's fragrance in his censer. So we have to keep on throwing up the prayers of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We have to keep on study to show ourselves approved. To give our man, what's the scripture? Not sacrifice of fools. Give our life. Hold on, let me look for it now. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. Right. So we have to continue to do that and it's part of the fighting of faith. It's part of the fighting against. Let me go back. It's part of fighting against. I bring it where it is. Okay. It's part of the fight against the rulers of the darkness of this world, the water. All right. We are really contending against the rulers of the darkness of this world. We have to remember that. We're contending against those rulers. All right. We really contending against those. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai gives us power to contend against them. All right. So that way they wake up to shame. All right. Lord willing, we wake up to righteousness. Well, we have been woken up to righteousness. I'm talking about, that standard being lifted and, Lord willing, we be of the elect. Against spiritual wickedness in high places. Right. High places. We see it. Nero, the E-files, enough said, man. Verse 13, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. All right, make sure we're doing everything we can in our power to fight for Yahweh Shem Yahushua and to keep the faith. You know, stand therefore having your loins girt with truth, right? So, and your loins are, I would say like your pelvic and lower stomach area. You know that's your loins. You know, yeah. In terms of like armor, you know that's where it would be, and having that area girt with truth. All right, so you want to make sure you're speaking the truth and speaking the truth in everything you do. And that's heavy, bro. That's heavy. You don't want to be known as a liar. All right, because people who are known as liars don't have good lives, especially in the situations that we're about to come into. What's the name? Like Jacob's trouble, when when things are scarce. You know, nobody's going to want a liar around them. All right, so we have to make sure that we gird about our loins with truth and having on the breastplate of righteousness. You know, and that's, of course, that's on your chest. All right, so you got your pelvic area and your lower abdomen, and then you got your chest area girt with righteousness. All right, and that's not sticking your chest out, puffing your chest out, talking about, you know, hey, you gonna say, you know, that's not that type of shit. Okay, you still have to keep humility, but make sure that you keep your head up. You know, not sticking your chest out, but keeping your head up, man. Keeping your head up, bro, with righteousness, with having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet, you know, feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Cause we have to not be over righteous or overzealous. You're making sure that your feet be the gospel of peace. You know, when somebody talking about, you know, they want to crash out, you be like, bro, calm down. The Lord is finna come to destroy them. So all we got to do is keep, you know, just focus on the glory of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The best thing to do, me myself, what works out for me, I just be going into nature. So, you know, we all deal with the wickedness of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and then we all, you know, release it. Hey, what's up, little bro? And we all, you know, release those, you know, negative vibrations that we've been getting all day, and we just, you know, go out, zone out, you know, tune out, meditate on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We all, you know, we all have our own ways of doing it, and we have to make sure that it's in line with the gospel of peace. Okay, making sure there's a scripture. I'm not gonna get it, but I'm gonna do my best to quote it. I'm gonna get it. God dang. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 18. A heart, which is a mind, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations. All right, feet that be swift in running to mischief. All right, and then a matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse 16 to really take it home. These six, Proverbs 8 and chapter 16. It's like it. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. These 6 things doth the Lord Yahweh hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief. So when we have our feet shod with the let me go back to it. I want to keep saying preparation for some reason. Feet shod. Oh, feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. That's what I was talking about, man. We not letting us to oh, such and such, you know, they arguing over there, or they fighting over there. We're gonna see you. No, like, all right, okay, that's cool. I'm finna go pray over here. Like, you know, we got to make sure we're properly separating ourselves and keeping ourselves holy, not wanting to be a brawler, or just because, you know, you found out, you know, Israelite, and yeah, you know, that's verse 15. And your feet shod with the gospel, with the preparation of the gospel of peace, right? Being wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. You know, we have to keep that in mind. Verse 16, above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith you shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. Right, and on that, with that suit of armor, having that shield, that's a very, I mean, all parts of the armor are important, but that shield, we all need that. We all need that right now. And that faith, that's why that faith is so important. We can hide behind that shield of faith, and we can work on our the other parts of our garment while that faith is that shield of faith is right there. What it say? Quenching the fiery darts of the wicked, right? And there's going to be even more darts. There's going to be even more fiery darts being shot at us. All right, we're going back to Revelation chapter 12. His wrath being put down more because that he has but a short time. So we have to make sure that we're upgrading our armor, man. This whole walk of faith is upgrading our armor. You might have just got the helmet, or you just got the shield, but soon it's going to be a journey to get all the pieces of the armor. But now, once you get the whole set, now you got to keep upgrading it, so that way each fight is going to get more and more intense. So you can't keep the same armor on that you had on, because eventually you'll want to drop it, and you don't want to drop a shield of faith. You don't want to drop. You don't want to drop. Having your loins girded about with truth. You don't want to drop your breastplate of righteousness. You don't want to drop that, but you want to upgrade it. That's what we should be focusing on. Upgrading our armor so that we can stay in the fight. Verse 17. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh. Right, that helmet. That's on top of your head. You want to make sure. And I watch a lot of like what's the name, like night movies and stuff like that. So the suit of armor, like the helmets, once you get out of like the European style helmets, because they protect, but the vision is really, really bad. So I imagine one that has good vision, but also good protection as well. All right, and having that protection on your head, all right, that's that salvation. You pray that your head gets saved. Your head gets saved. You pray just like what's the name? I forget who it was that got teleported into the den with Daniel. The brother I recall, I know he'll know off the top, but the angel took hold of his head, moved him, so you want to pray that that you get saved, man. All right, that you, because what's the name? The Christians, they say they already saved, but you want to make sure that in this upcoming time, and Jacob's trouble, which is coming up soon, just like he said, man, he don't care about the financial situations of Americans. All right, he just don't want Iran to have a nuclear bomb. All right, so he's already Nero and his cabinet. He's already over there wreaking havoc, and for him to say that means he's going to continue to wreak havoc, and he's going to continue to. I should say that him, but the power of the dollar is going to continue to wane. All right, people talking about the gas prices. Wait till milk start getting $20, $30, $50. Wait till eggs start getting $100, $200. People really gonna trip. What the fuck? Slack it. No, yeah, people really gonna flip once the food starts increasing. People, when I say that out loud sometimes, like I say that out loud when people, I don't say it a lot, but like when I hear my employees and coworkers and shit, I say employees. When I hear like my coworkers say stuff like that about gas prices, I'll be like, yeah, wait till the food get expensive. They're like, shit, it's already expensive. I was like, no, wait till that hyperinflation. People think that things are getting more expensive when really the dollar is losing its power. America is losing its hegemony. America is falling. America is falling. Okay, that's what we have to keep in mind. People are crashing out, spazzing out, crying, just really tripping right now. And they think that, oh, eventually it's gonna get better, but it won't. The only way it's gonna get better is once this place is destroyed, because this place got to get destroyed. That's just what it is. Esau got to get moved out of the way. But it's like, if we're rambling, breast, feet, boom, helmet of salvation, right? Make sure we get saved, all right? Making sure that we make it out of this Babylon. Make sure we make it out of this place, man. Keep it on top of our mind. I want to get saved. I want to get out of this place. I don't want salvation, man. You want salvation. And above taking the shield of faith. Verse 17, and the sword of the Spirit, right? Make sure that we're using the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is the word of Yahweh, making sure that we're always meditating and reading our scriptures so that we can properly wield that sword of the Spirit. All right, making sure that, it becomes a part of us. The same way, I brought it out last night, 2 Samuel, I think it's chapter 6, one of the mighty men of David, he was slaying some Philistines, and he was slaying them so many that his hand got tired. But even though his hand was tired, it clave unto the sword. All right, it stayed tight unto the sword. And that's how we have to have our hand around the sword of the Spirit, always gripping it, not always ready to cut somebody up. You don't want to be that type of, you don't want to have that type of mindset. But at the same time, you always want to have it on you. Better have it on. Better have it on with it than without it. But also making sure we have also that tight clave grip onto the shield of faith right now. All right, because we use our sword when we go out to camp, when we do our videos. The few times we might get into a conversation or debate with people, but ultimately we need to be holding up our shield of faith. All right, because that's what the swinging of the sword. We're gonna be doing a lot of that once Jacob's trouble comes about. All right, but we really have to be working on our faith. All right, making sure that we're preparing our feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. All right, upgrading our breastplate, upgrading our loins. All right, upgrade our helmet of salvation. All of that. Make sure we upgrade our armor, so that way we can truly stand in the paint. Verse 18, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. Praying always, man. Make sure that we're always praying. If you get it, Elder say, if it quickly comes into your mind that you want to pray, throw up a prayer to the Lord, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Don't even like the scriptures say, let go from the mortal thoughts, because that thought will come into your mind, and then you'll be like, well, and you start doing overthinking. But we just need to follow the Spirit. As soon as it comes to your mind, just go ahead and do it. All right, go ahead and start like with this lesson here. I didn't write none of this down. All right, I saw the video. No, matter of fact, I was watching the brother Athanyala's video, and it made me think about Trump. Damn, it made me think about Nero, and I wanted to do this lesson. I'm outside, and I just started it. All right, and we have to continue to push. We have to continue to just increase our faith in the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Upgrade our armor, the armor that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has given us. All right, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance. Let me look that up real quick. All right, this is perseverance.
Perseverance.
The steadfast pursuit of a goal despite difficulty, delay, or discouragement. Damn. And let me look up, hold on, look up steadfast. Woo, shit, woo, shit. It's like you in a little ant bed. Steadfast.
Steadfast.
It says describe someone or something that is dutifully firm. Right, so we have to be dutifully firm in our faith of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, as well as with the law, statutes, and commandments, making sure to keep ourselves holy, unwavering, loyal, and resolute. So we have to be steadfast, all right, in our pursuit. So we have to be we have to be dutifully firm and unrated. Oh my gosh, god dang, that was a big ant. Okay, god damn, I walk somewhere else. That's their territory up here. Unwavering in the pursuit of a goal, despite difficulty, delay, or discouragement. So it's a difficult walk in the faith of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Go ahead and get that out of the way. The scriptures even say, prepare thy soul for temptation when you believe on, roughly paraphrasing. Let me go ahead and get it. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Right. So steadfast in the pursuit of the goal, despite difficulty, knowing that it's going to be difficult. All right. This is verse 2. Set thy heart aright. All right. But knowing that it's going to be difficult, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Right, when things get troubling, when the waves start moving, and the winds start to blow, we have to continue to keep our eye focused on Yahweh, so we can walk on those waters that are moving. So, all right, so that we can move through the wind that's moving. So. Making sure that we continue in the faith of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Let me go back. All right. Oh, no, I didn't want to go back to this. Well, you know what I will. The steadfast pursuit of a goal despite difficulty, delay. Right. So, damn. I'm happy I did go back. We don't want to delay our work in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Right. We don't want to. You want to take your hand off the plow. All right, and then. Once you see the prophecies popping off, and this will be for the people, who believe in the Lord, now they don't, or whatever. They're not fighting the good fight of faith right now. They're not either doing videos, going out on the highways and byways, or telling, or you don't gotta tell people in your private life. But at the same time, when you are focused on yourself, focused on the Lord, letting your light so shine before men, people are naturally going to be gravitated toward you, and then you'll have the ability to teach them in that manner. We have to make sure you do it with a decency and an order. But but making sure that we're properly, wholeheartedly working for the Lord. Making sure that we're fully employed by the Lord. All right. Going back to the armor, hey, you gotta upgrade it. Hey, that's the uniform. That's the spiritual uniform. All right, but the carnal uniform is a garment down to the foot, fringes, border blue at the bottom. Delay, so make sure that we're not that we're seeking the Lord while he may be found, okay, or discouragement, knowing that we're gonna get weird looks from individuals by walking this walk, knowing the scoffers, but we can't let that dissuade us. Let me go back to the verse. All right, so verse 18, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. Let me go into supplication too. Supplication for all saints. This is supplication. Oh, slow.
Supplication.
The act of humbly, earnestly, and often desperately pleading for help from a higher power or someone in a position of authority. Goddamn, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful. So let me go back. So watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints, man. So we have to remember this, man. I've been saying that a lot. It's like we have to remember this. But there's so much to remember. But at the same time, we just have to keep our eyes steady on our eyes single, I should say. Keep our eye on the prize, eye on the prize, eye on the ball. Keep your eye on the ball. All right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the kingdom, the mercy and the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We have to keep our eyes on that. All right, Khan, we got to pay bills. Khan, we got to go to work. Khan, we got to do this. I know we have to exist in this carnal realm, but at the same time, we have to keep our mind focused on Yahweh Shem Yahushai, keeping our armor, on, getting our helmet, upgrading our helmet of salvation, upgrading, having our loins girded about with truth, upgrading the breastplate of righteousness, upgrading our shoes of peace, that shield of faith, the sword of the spirit. We have to keep constantly upgrading those so that we can continue to contend. I'll say that, continue to contend. All right, and in this fight against the rulers of darkness and against spiritual wickedness in high places. So we have to continue in the faith, man. All right, you heard Nero, you heard him. Lady said, what you think about the financial situations of Americans right now? Nothing. Don't care. Don't care. If y'all know where our sweatshirt is, don't care. No, look at me. Still don't care. But Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, served its purpose. Again, I want to give all praise and glory and honor to the Father and to the Son and the Pale Hebrew tongue. Kahalayim La, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Ha, Rachah Kodash Ma'amath. A double honor to the elder apostle, great millstone, a rule well and teach well. A double honor to my elder apostle, down here in the Lions Den camp as well. A hard one by Yashrala. A sincere to water to the Akim, the Aquathim, and the Bunyim, the brothers, the sisters, and the children who are believing the truth with sincerity. Shalom with the water.